The Ross Boss is back, and let me tell you boys, you are in for a treat because we find absolute heat today. First, going into the Ross, the first thing I see is super crazy. It is these champion slides right here. I mean, not so crazy, but the next thing is even crazier, guys. Wait until I show you my second find. These things were pretty cheap, and they're pretty cool. $12.99 for that, not bad. Okay, the next thing I find is, boom, LaMelo Ball sneakers in the Charlotte Hornet colorway. I could not believe the amount of heat that I just found in the Ross. My first time back in the Ross. I find these things for only $50 in great condition. The only problem was they were a size 8.5. They were not my size, so I had to leave them there. But these things were absolutely fire, bro. Brand new in the Ross. I decided to keep going to see what else I could find in here because already we are off to a great start. So my hopes were high. My hopes were believing that we were going to find some crazy things today, and we do. Stay for the entire video because the next thing we found in the Ross was these Adidas, which are pretty cool as well. I mean, they weren't like a brand, like a famous Adidas or anything. They weren't anything super crazy, but they were still a great find nonetheless for $30. They kind of reminded me of like that Yu-Gi-Oh collab they did or whatever the heck they did. But then again, we found another pair of the LaMelo Balls in here. Now, guys, if y'all been wanting the LaMelos, make sure y'all check your Ross because the Rosses are flooded with LaMelo Balls right now for $50. So if you're a hooper, get into Ross and go see if you can find them immediately. I had to check the kids section just in case because I know people have been finding a lot of Jordans and other crazy heat in the kids section. So you always want to look past the kids section. And I found these cool Adidas. I'm not sure what they were. They kind of remind me of the Ninja collab. But if anybody knows, comment down below if they are a hooper shoe. I didn't really see any names on them, so I kind of put them back. But still a great find nonetheless. Did a quick sweep of the kids section, and then I quickly went back to the men's. And when I went back to the men's, I found these weird Crocs. Now, Crocs are dope, don't get me wrong. They're super comfy, but these ones looked really weird, to be honest with you. So I kept looking, and I found another pair of LaMelo Balls in a different colorway. The green glow colorway. The bottoms were looking sick. You always got to check the bottoms, make sure they're not worn. $50 as well, boys. This is a lick up here in the Ross with LaMelo himself in like a Scooby-Doo cartoon looking type of way. And on the other tongue, it had like, oh, I don't know if it was his logo or what it was, but these things were fresh, man. Again, not my size, but the fact that we're finding them in here, these Crocs were absolutely crazy. So I had to throw them in here just to show you guys. Those are dope. I mean, look, if you want Crocs, go in. But look at how long the line was in the Ross, y'all. I was not about to wait in this line. It was across the whole store. So I quickly went to the women's section, did a really quick sweep. And, oh, I just saw those LaMelo Balls that I passed up. But there was nothing else in the women's section, to be honest. So we did a quick, clean sweep of the store. And then we headed on to our next Ross. And let me tell you guys, things are only going to get more fire from here as we step back into the Ross. Leave a like on this video because your boy has made a return for y'all. Quickly going to the men's section. It looked kind of dry. It looked kind of empty, but I had no idea what I was about to find right now as I stepped into the section. The biggest sizes usually have the heaters, so I found these Adidas right here. They had like some boost in them. I'm not sure what sneaker they were. I don't think they were a basketball shoe or anything like that, but they still looked really clean for only $40. Not bad, not bad if you're a bigger size. I think they were a 13. Then you got some champion slides in here. Those are pretty crazy. Not drip at all, but you still gotta, you know. And then we found these. I don't think these are anybody's sneaker. I think these are just basic Nike basketball sneakers. Again, if anybody knows, correct me down below, but I don't think these are Giannis's or anything. I think these are just a Nike basketball sneaker. So listen, if you need hooping shoes, always check your Rosses, especially if you're a big size, because those were only like $45. Then we found these. I thought they were something, but they were Echo Unlimited, and we found another pair of those same shoes. As we kept looking, we found these Adidas. Those kind of, dude, the Yu-Gi-Oh collabs, they remind me of like that Yu-Gi-Oh anime collab Adidas did a while back. Got some Nike golf shoes in here. Not the Travis's, but, you know, still pretty sick. They look pretty fresh if you're a golfer. I've never seen anything like that in the Ross before. So that was pretty fresh, I'm not gonna lie. As we kept looking for the bright colors, I'm looking for the sneakers, I'm looking for the heaters, and things started heating up in a second, guys, because I found the LaMelo Balls in the Charlotte Hornet colorway. But this time, boys, they were in my size. That's right, size 10.5. So you know I had to take them for the win. At only $50, this was the top top 5 most incredible finds I've ever found in the Ross. So if you catch your boy hooping at the LA Fitness, just know I'm going to be laced up in those LaMelo balls. But I wasn't going to stop here. My hopes were high. I kept going. I found these really funky Vans. They were really weird. I don't know who wears this, bro, at this point. Skaters are definitely not rocking these. I found another pair of LaMelo freaking balls, boys, and these balls were size 13. They were really big balls, and so I left them there, and I decided to keep going, and I found these as well. Orange colorway, kind of like the green gloves we found, and you're never gonna guess, guys, but they were $50, and guess what? That's right, they were size 10.5 as well. Your boy was getting so lucky with the licks that I was finding at this Ross. I had to quickly grab both pairs in my size and lace myself up in my first pair of LaMelo balls, size 10.5. That's right, boys. We got a big win this time. Make sure y'all leave a like and subscribe if you're already not. But the video keeps getting hotter and hotter because you won't believe what I find next. So I continued to sweep the Ross. I continued to look around, and I found this Kansas City Chief hats. I'm gonna leave it there for the Swifties because your boy does not support the Chiefs. I mean, they're cool, but like they're not my team. So I kept looking, and I ended up grabbing these because I was like, I cannot just leave these either. So I ended up leaving with both pairs of LaMelos right here for the win. Paid about a little over $100 for 2 pairs of LaMelos. Are you kidding me right now? The Ross boss has come straight out of retirement and gotten so much drip, so much swagger out here in the Ross for the low, boys. Steals and Deals is back. But wait until you see this third Ross, boys, is the most fire Ross I have ever been to. This was Mid-City, Los Angeles, California, and this was huge. Look at how big the Ross was. There was tons of people searching for the Steals and Deals, so I quickly went to the men's section, and at first I was like, okay, all right, I see you, James Harden. Now, James Harden, you're not getting your ring this year, but the fact that we found your shoes in the Ross for only $40 in the Oreo cream colorway is absolutely insane, boys. I wasn't a big fan of them, so I left them there for somebody else. Boom, LaMelo Ball, yet again, we see you out here in the Ross. You're coming back, boy. I'm telling y'all, boys, head to Ross, get yourself a pair of LaMelos. Dame Dollar sneakers right here. Damian Lillard in the old Portland colorway that he was with the team. Right there in the Ross, boys, for the low. $45 dripping on the low. Next up, we found the Steph Curry's in the red colorway. Now, I don't know why that first one was missing a lace, but boys, $37? $37 for the GOAT sneaker? What is going on out here in Ross, boys? I couldn't believe my eyes. Then I found some Roshi runs right here, and this was a crazy colorway, man. These went hard back in the day, boys. These were a crazy color for Roshi runs. It's absolutely insane, the drip that I'm finding in here. Boom, LaMelo Ball, orange colorway. I had already picked these up earlier, so I didn't grab them, but I continued to look because my hopes were high. We're seeing almost every NBA player sneaker in here. I found LaMelo Ball slides in a size 13. These were actually pretty fresh, I'm not gonna lie, by Puma for only $20. Pretty good find, if I do say so myself, but I'm not a size 13. LaMelo Ball green glow, yet again, boys. They're just flooded. I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to hook you guys up. Go to Ross immediately and get yourself a pair. I found these. I wasn't sure what these were, but they looked really cool. They look like some type of collabo sneaker, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I couldn't find what brand they were. Continue to look. This was honestly one of the best Ross days I've ever had in the Ross. Is just hunting and searching. And let me know down below what your favorite find is. But the finds still get better, man. They're still heating up because they had more sections over here. This Ross was so huge. They had so much to it. I ended up finding these shoes. I don't know what they were, right next to the green glow LaMelo balls once again. Okay, LaMelo, thank you so much for all your sneakers in the Ross on the low. More Dame Dollars in the same color. I found these Adidas. I don't think these were anything. They kind of remind me of the Trae Youngs a little bit, but let me know in the comments if you guys know what these ones are. They had boosts in the back by Adidas. I don't think they're anything too crazy. LaMelo Ball green glow, yet again, for the 100th time. We found these. I don't think they were anything. They were like a skater shoe, but nothing too crazy. And I continue to come around, and I continue to come around. Wait until you see what I found last, though. Y'all will not believe the find that I end off this video with. All right, y'all already know your boy Donovan Mitchell is heating up right now, and I found his sneaker right here in the Ross for the low, $45. Great color sneaker, Donovan Mitchell. The whole NBA is out here in the Ross. Everybody is just dropping their sneakers for the low for y'all, man. Whoever y'all are a fan of, Donovan Mitchell in a black and white colorway as well. Come to the Ross. Come get your heaters, man. Make sure y'all subscribe because I found these.